from Tampa Bay streaming news leader. This is ABC Action News.
Hello, I'm James Tully. Greg D has a look at this dreary forecast today. Coming up at first, here are your ABC Action News headlines. As new COVID cases begin to fall or plateau in 31 states, Dr. Fauci says the nationwide peak for Omicron could be just 3 weeks away. But with this good news, there's one piece of concerning news coming from Washington state. They've confirmed 2 cases of BA2, which is a new variant that has descended from the Omicron variant. There are about 100 confirmed cases nationwide, but it already makes up 50% of new cases in Denmark. It's been nicknamed Stealth Omicron by some because PCR tests sometimes fail to detect it. At this point, doctors say there's just no way of knowing if this is more dangerous than other variants. The UK Health Secretary Agency says the subvariant has been identified in 40 countries. Pfizer and BioNTech just announced this morning that they're going to be starting clinical trials on a COVID vaccine that specifically targets the Omicron variant. They're looking at the safety of the shot, the level of immune response. They're going to test it on people who have not been vaccinated before and as a booster shot for people who are already vaccinated against the original coronavirus. They have already started manufacturing this new vaccine. Today in Tallahassee, the House and Public Health Committee will discuss the bill that in part bans smoking on the beach. The regulation of smoking in public places bill will go before the committee today. If it is passed, it would give cities and counties the ability to designate smoke-free zones in public parks and beaches. The bill would still need to get to the House and Senate floor before it could be signed into law by the governor. Today, the Federal Reserve begins 2-day meetings to talk about possible interest rate hikes. The Federal Reserve will consider its path to tighten monetary policy as it tries to control inflation, which is running at a 40-year high. Economy experts predict the Fed will raise it at least 4 times this year. The importance of the meeting that starts today will be how the Federal Reserve describes its actions and describes the state of the economy. Experts don't expect an interest rate hike announcement when the meeting ends tomorrow, but do expect a hint of when the first rate hike is going to happen. The Salvation Army of Tampa and Hillsborough set to cut the ribbon on their new multi-million-dollar shelter and command center. Today, the facility on Florida Avenue was at one point stripped down to the studs and rebuilt into this. And it's a beautiful, fresh new approach with a new layout, new offices, a cafeteria, and full-service kitchen. They've never had that before. The new shelter will have 165 brand new beds separated by gender on 2 floors. And as for the folks that work there, they want this new building to feel like home for people who need help. The old facility was nearly 50 years old. Florida State Fair just a couple weeks away. They're tantalizing us with all these delicious food options, a lot of crazy matchups. There might be one miss among the hits, though. There'll be a funnel cake taco. That's the only way to make either of these desserts better, right? There'll also be deep fried banana pudding, cookie dough explosion, donut dog, twisted s'mores. That's my pick. The only dish I'm not sure about is the poutine sundae, which also is like a cheese steak. Taking a look at it right there on your screen. Greg, thoughts on the poutine sundae? I don't think you can really go wrong when you combine all those things in a single cup.
Carbs, meats, sauces in a bowl on a day like today. My goodness, that actually sounds pretty good. And you know what? You're probably reaching for some comfort food today. Temperatures only in the 50s all day. Not much motion here. You don't see this very often. Normal high temperature is 71. Of course, it's going to be cloudy all day. 100% rain coverage throughout the afternoon. And rain chances actually going up. The rain will be most impactful during the evening drive and early evening, where it could be heavy, also accompanied by some thunder at times. I'm tracking the rain throughout the day, posting updates. You can check those out on my Twitter feed at Greg D Weather. James.
It's a good place to go today just to know what's going on. Get your news 24/7, though, right here on ABC Action News Plus. Have a great day.